All right, all of these are review problems, so I want you to try them first, and then and just pause the video until you've tried them, and then push play when you're ready to see the answers. So go ahead and try 5 and 6, find the domain and range of each, then push play when you're ready to see the answer, all right? Push pause now. Okay, so domain is the x's. I'm going to follow through for my x's. I have an x here and I'll start and just go left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that one's at -7. 1, 2, 3, -3, 0, positive 1, 2, positive 2, 3, 4. And 5, 6. So our domain is just those x values. Since they had separated dots, it's just those exact values. There's nothing in between. Now for the range, the y values. The y value here is at +2. We're going to go from the bottom to the top. Then we go up 1 here. That's at +3. You're just looking at the y's. This point, it goes up to +4, and this point, it goes up to +5. Because there's no line connecting them, it is not going to be any of the in-between points, so only exact values. Now, on our second one, we have a domain that has limits, right? This goes from -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to +1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we're just looking at the x values, right? So from -6 to +5, domain compares our x values. So this is where you're going to use your symbol and your x, and then your other symbol. On your first one, closed in circle, so underline it. On your second one, open circle, so leave it like that. We just got our domain. We're going to do the same thing on range. Start at the bottom, goes to a -1. See how high it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From -1, comparing the y's to 6. They're filled in, so underline that. Open circle, so leave it like that. We just got the domain and range. All right, number 7. This says, what is the domain and range of the function when the domain is this, and then the function is this. I want you to try it, see what you remember. Remember, domain is the x values, range is the y values. It wants us to find the y values here when we use these 3 numbers. Push play when you're ready to see the answer, all right? Push pause now. Okay, so we have our x values, we have our domain, we can plug them in to find the range. All you have to do is plug these numbers here in for x. Just go one at a time. So -4 times -3 plus 3. We also need -4 times -2 plus 3. And then we need -4 times 1 plus 3. That's +12 plus 3, which is 15. +8 plus 3, which is 11. -4 plus 3, which is -1. So our range here is going to be 15, 11, and -1. It is more proper to write it least to greatest, so you might want to rewrite that as -1, 11, and 15. But as long as those values are there, it's correct. Number 8. Vendor at a local farmer's market recorded the following information last week. This is the customers, number of customers, this is the sales. Write an equation to describe the relationship between the number of customers and the amount of sales. You have a couple options here. You can find the rate of change, you can find where it starts, or you can use linear regression. I'll let you pick and then find your answer. Ready, set, go. Alright, so I'm going to work this out both ways. You only have to work it out one way. The change in y's, this goes up 20 each time, 20, 20, and it's consistent all the way through. Changing x's, it goes up 5. Remember, our slope is y over x, right? Changing y over changing x, so it's going to be 20 over 5, which reduces down to 4. So y equals 4 times x plus whatever. We're just got to find the intercept. Well, if I plug in 9 for x, I should get 66. So let's do that. 66 would equal 4 times 9 plus some number. Let's just call it x. 4 times 9 is 36. When we subtract 36, we'd get 30 left over. So it would be y equals 4x plus 30. Now, if we go through the linear regression, go into stat, edit, type in your table amounts, make sure all your numbers match. Once you've confirmed that, go back to stat, go over to calc, go to number 4, linear regression, push enter 5 times, and we end up getting 4x plus 30. So we just confirmed it. All right, we've got one more. Number 9 says, science experiment involving handing objects weighs on a spring. The graph shows how much the spring stretched and vary objects' weight. Based on the information, what is the best prediction of a spring with a 10-ounce object attached? Well, we could do this with the regression and plug in 10, but you guys do see a general trend about right there. So I'd say it's got to be more than 9. Let's see. 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, 5 to 5, 6 to 7. So it just really depends. It's a little bit springy, but it looks like it's going to be about 10 or 9. Let's call it 10 ounces. 10 ounces would be 10 inches of spring rate. Just wanted the best prediction. All right, so for your assignment, this is the assignment. The first 8 are just practicing divided by monomials. Remember to divide every single part by that. And then starting with 9, they're review problems. I'll let you pick which ones you want to do. You need to complete at least 3 review problems, okay? So do 1 through 8 and then 3 review problems. All right, good luck on your assignment.